Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I'm here again with Nordicbeast, and we might have killed somebody for his suit, but it's okay because we killed somebody for mine too.
They had it coming.
Well, they didn't surrender when we told them to put their hands up. They put their guns down. I told them to put their hands up, and they put their guns down. It just no.
I know that one. He entered my personal space, and I do not appreciate that. He had it coming to him.
Exactly. So, to recap what we've done so far, we have scrapped our ship because that might be important for somebody to know. We have kept part of it. Sort of. You could say. And we built 3 little ships. I think today's prerogative is going to be to get a base going on the asteroid.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
As well as work on Bertha.
Oh, you gotta have your Bertha, don't you?
I do. I have to have Bertha because this whole small mining ship thing business just is not for me.
Yeah,
no offense, Space Minor. I actually got this name from Jinx, by the way. Hi, Jinx. Yeah, I stole your name. It's a play on words that I didn't get at first. It's mine or.
Ah, lover.
Yeah, that's
I
what
get it.
I after I got it, I was like, yeah, that is clever. So, do you want to take the cargo ship here and start making a base? I think there's enough supplies in here to start a base, maybe.
Oh, easily. Yeah, and then I can use the my welder ship here, which I need to rename. I can use that to start building it.
Yep. And then I'll just start working on Bertha out here with the other stuff, and we'll keep one antenna out here at this until we can get this with a beacon or something.
All right. All right, I'm gonna go look for a nice place to start building. Let me recharge real quick.
And while you're shopping for real estate, I will be building my behemoth of a glorious and beautiful mining ship.
Can't wait to see her again. Or at least another version.
Yeah, I can never build it exactly the same way for some reason. I just can't remember it well enough. I'm gonna make sure I'm far enough away from everything when I start building so I don't end up having to move the ship like I did last time.
I was thinking about building in the asteroid instead of on it, and then we could have conveyors coming out so that Bertha can dock.
Yeah.
In the meantime, see, this is why I thought you should go with an auto miner. You could have your little mine ore drilling away.
Well, it wouldn't be too hard to set that one to be an auto miner, but we'd need to increase its weight because it's a little squirrely. What I noticed about it was just a little bit squirrely. The modifications I'd make to it, I can't really justify making right now.
Yeah.
And see, this is why I wanted you to go find a place while I started this, because the internal bits of this, there's not much of it, but it does take time to do. Oh, there's no supplies in the welder.
Yeah, it's all in the it's all in our semi-base ship thing here.
The ship actually handles really nicely.
Oh yeah, I've got 2 gyros on it, and for its weight, I have quite a bit of thrusters on
it. Yeah.
I think eventually when we do make a large ship to leave this place, we are going to have to use a lot of these azimuth containers. These containers are so awesome.
Yeah. We'll just have like a central column of those or something, or an exterior column or something like that.
That sounds outstanding. Ooh, what's down here? Oh, Found a nice thick deposit of uranium down here. Ooh, I
Oh,
kind
I
of like
should
it.
probably
Yeah.
check our uranium supply, shouldn't I?
We have 38.
Oh, we got
I'm not
plenty.
sure what this. Yeah.
We got
For
38
now,
in
we're
the
alright.
main reactor, so.
Ooh, I kind of like it down here. It's open, but it's still dark.
Yeah. Well, we can light it up if we choose to, so.
That's true. What do we got up here?
Oh, I'm gonna need more displays. The assembler's still hooked up though, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's on
Great.
the backside here. Like, seriously, it's like it would be like if we were trying to save a person, and all we did was save their brain and nervous system. Like that's essentially what we did to our ship.
Well, we more so saved the stomach and the I suppose you'd call it intestines, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. I was just thinking we kind of
Oh, I love the
RoboCop
lights
that
on this.
bitch. Yeah, except for you notice after
Huh? I missed that. Sorry.
I said if you notice after another update, there's more glitched out spotlights.
The spotlights for me. Oh, they're blinking. Why are they blinking?
That I have no idea. They shouldn't be.
That's weird. I don't know. They were just kind of flickering for a minute or two. I guess you don't need displays for these to be finished.
Oh, the containers.
Yeah. I did run out of something though.
No.
Oh yeah, you did need displays. I had displays. I didn't realize I had them.
Uh-huh. Let's say all I have on me right now are metal plates.
Yeah. What we may have to do is construct a second welding ship for this to go smoothly, or we can just kind of focus on one thing or the other.
You're breaking up there. Or we can do what?
I was saying that we could either build another welding ship, or we can focus on one bit and then worry about the other afterwards.
Although I was going to make a decent-sized base, probably take less resources than Bertha.
I don't know. Bertha doesn't take as much resources as people think. It's a little bit shocking for most people.
Well, you could go with a slightly smaller Bertha than usual. Call it a Betsy.
Yeah. You know, that's actually kind of funny, because anytime I've ever played a game with a vehicle in it, like a shooter game, I always name the vehicle Betsy. But the only thing I really, really need to keep on it is the drill size. That's the only thing that really matters. I can scoot the thing in, I think, some. I don't know how much, but some.
I renamed the welding ship.
Okay. Rosie, huh?
Rosie the Riveter.
That works.
The grinding variant was Grinder Girl.
Yeah, I recall that.
Now, I don't normally use interior blocks. I tend to use all light armor blocks
Yeah.
for building bases. It's just so much cheaper and faster.
Yeah, I hate the fact that the interior has all those other components on top of the interior plates.
Yeah.
It's kind of annoying. I may actually build Bertha one ring smaller since they fixed the issue with the rocks exploding thrusters.
That's true. Yeah, you don't have to worry about that now.
Yeah, so this will be the first Bertha redesign in a while.
You know, you should eventually talk to Jinx, see if he would be interested in making a cameo.
Yeah, I don't know. The whole reason that me and him aren't recording anymore is because our schedules don't line up quite right very often.
Oh, I recall you mentioning that, yeah.
I don't know if you saw. I don't know if anybody's filmed Pickle's drill ship, but the asteroid that Boris moved into with all the holes into it, the straight lines are from me,
Yeah, yeah.
and the ones that are kind of curly Q at first, a few of those are from Pickle, but that size of hole is his drill ship. Because I built the mining ship, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna gather resources and stuff. And then he built the mining ship after mine exploded. And he was like, well, I don't know what else to do with the resources, so I just keep adding more drills. It's just, it had, you would not believe how much lag that thing caused the second it started mining, though.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna have fun with this base.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's got a landing pad on the side, which will be heavy armor, and it's gonna be about 2 blocks high on the inside. But then it'll be able, like, since we have enough room above us, we can expand up if we so choose to.
Yeah.
So
One
yeah,
thing about the landing pad, you may consider this, it's still up to you on this one, but I use blast door blocks for mine because they look a little bit better for landing pads.
ah, oh, that's
They
actually not a
get that
bad idea. You know,
dip,
okay.
and they cost about the same resources, I think. Okay, I slightly messed up on my design.
How dare you?
Yeah, I know.
That's it. You're fired. Now punch out and get back to work.
That's one of my favorite jokes now.
Yeah. And the hell, you're a space shark. You don't need to get paid anyway.
Hey, that's not right. I gotta eat too, you know.
Block placing can be so tedious sometimes.
Yeah, it makes you wish there was a mirror mode.
I will say I have built ships where literally as I'm sitting there placing blocks, I had somebody welding it, and luckily I knew the design from heart. I'd made it enough times. It was mildly based on the respawn ship, and though I've never built a large ship so fast in my life. I wasn't able to make the changes I wanted to until after we were done. So I'd have to sit there and grind things down to make minor alterations.
I hate that kind of thing. That's my only problem with building with other people, is that sometimes they build too quickly.
Yeah.
Let's see, did we end up getting any reactor components by chance?
Yeah, I think so. Yes, because we took down there. It was we only kept the small reactor, and there was a large one too, and we ground that down, didn't we?
Yeah, but I don't recall if it had reactor components in it or not. I'll check the big container.
Yeah.
Well, what do you know? 479. Perfect.
Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, 'cause I'm gonna need some for a small reactor in this base. Though to
Yeah.
be honest, later on, if we could make it solar powered, I'd be happy.
But once we get Bertha up and going, we'll be able to make whatever we want.
That's true.
And I don't mind babysitting Bertha, so...
Maybe somewhere down the line I'll build a relatively large military ship, you know, just in case of asteroids or raiders or something of the like. You never know what could come through here.
Or space squid invasions.
Ah, space squid. They're the worst.
Well, you know, we space sharks, we don't like space squid.
I could understand why, yeah.
We're natural enemies.
Them and their giant pointy teeth.
No, we're the ones with pointy teeth.
I think you're just jealous because they have pointy teeth too.
No, they do not have pointy teeth. That's an urban myth. Did we include a small antenna for large ships? We did
Let
not.
me look.
I don't see one.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not seeing it either.
Okay, well, I'll just put a big one on there.
Yeah, because I usually have that one. I can't believe I didn't grab it. Because I have the encased gyro, which same guy makes that, makes the small. And
Yeah, we'll have to get that, but I guess Bertha's not going to be much different than the usual Bertha, after all. Well, not much different than the Phoenix. It's still different from Bertha, though.
you gotta let the design evolve.
Never.
I mean in a good way, you know. You gotta add to it.
You don't fix what's not broken.
You're so Russian.
You know, I have built many things that are inspired by Russian style of building, so I take that as a compliment.
Oh yeah. Trust me, I understand. Look at the MiG-29 compared to the F-15. Yeah, the F-15 might be able to stop it in a 2-to-1 ratio, but in cost-wise, I mean, you could build half a dozen, maybe even 2 dozen, or excuse me, maybe even a dozen MiGs compared to one F-15, and their capabilities are almost the same. So what's better? Something that's got a slight technological edge, or something that's just simply inexpensive yet still effective?
Well, or there's the pen that NASA used.
Ah, yes. We discussed that before. The build a pen that costs millions of dollars to work in space, or in the case of Russia, use a pencil.
Oh, I did something wrong. Again.
Uh-oh.
It's easy to fix. A good thing I noticed it now and not later, but... I don't have a jumpstart reactor on Bertha, because Bertha is never meant to run out of uranium.
Ah.
And what I'm going to do with this one, I think, is actually install a battery. That way, if power should be completely drained, I can just flip on the battery.
Oh, okay, I get what you mean. It took me, so, well, you're still going to need a jump start because, I see what you did. Never mind. No, you don't. The battery's a good idea. I love batteries. I use them in most of my ships, actually. Small ships, anyway, not large ships.
I wouldn't mind using batteries on Bertha, but the thing is that by the time you've charged Bertha back up to go and mine again, you could have just done it with uranium.
Well, the trick is you use half of them, you run half of them at once, and the other half charges the first half, and they kind of go back and forth.
Yeah.
It's just the initial charge. It takes forever.
But there again, you could just use reactors and be done with it.
True.
I mean, with the design of Bertha, you get enough uranium. Like, the investment that you put into getting uranium per, uranium burned is such a small investment. And the large return, so...
Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, like, even with some of my small drill ships with only 4 drills on them, yeah, I never have to put uranium in them because they get so much uranium. Even my small ones, though, they use very, very little. But I've never built a ship with that many drills, so I don't know how much uranium this thing would use, or like how much power it'd use.
It uses a fair amount, but again, like I said, you can the amount you get back from it is such a large amount that it just is negligible.
Understood.
Oh, I forgot thruster components. Gonna need to pick those up.